And I don't know,
Yeah,
did you
it's
ever hear the saying? I'm sorry, go ahead. No, did you ever hear the saying by Deepak Chopra? Long, many time ago, he said, if you want to know where the true you are, the spiritual you are, it's in, it's in the gap between your thoughts.
exactly.
That's where you want to go, between those thoughts, because we always have this. Everybody, we have this story going on in our head all the time, right? So it's all about, if you want to really change your life and change your what's going on, you got to change that story that's going on in your head all the time.
Right. And meditation, I think, is a key because that's what helps to exercise that muscle of coming back to this present moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And meditation then can clear out the stress so that it's easier to stay in this present moment when we have our eyes open as well. I do teach a form of meditation, which you can find out about on my website too.
Great. Well, tell us some more about your book. Some more about what some of the techniques or what people can learn there from your book.
Well, the book is almost like the art of being in this present moment. It's my experience of being present. And I am offering it to the world because for me, this is the answer to all sorts of issues in terms of overwhelm, pain. And one thing I want to emphasize is that when we're overwhelmed or we have pain, it's a lot of times on all levels at once. When we experience, we might be experiencing some physical pain, but in fact, it goes the whole spectrum of all our bodies, whether it's emotional, mental, spiritual, however you want to call them. And realizing that, like in my story where I had the sciatic pain and I thought it was only physical,
Mm-hmm.
realizing that because we are multidimensional beings, it's going to manifest on all levels. It might be more or less on the different levels, but it is on all levels because that's how it's expressing. What's interesting is that you never know which level, when you do something, is going to resolve the issue. I've got a really cool sciatic story of a patient to contrast to mine. She came in with a sciatic pain similar to what mine was, and it was excruciating and it wasn't going away. And I did the hands-on technique called Bowen body work. And she was happy to be relieved of the pain after the session, but that wasn't the only place that the pain was relieved.
Right.
She went on to go home and realize that the relationship she was in was abusive, and she got out of that relationship. That was the final resolution of that pain. So we both, for both of us, it manifests as sciatica, but we had different keys to relieve that pain because of, but we ended up relieving it on all levels.
Yeah, well, that's what holistic healing's about, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Exactly. So that's the main. What you teach in this book is you have to really look at all these aspects of your life if you really want to heal yourself on a permanent level. Yes.
Well, the key is healing is only in this present moment.
Okay.
And it's so vibrant, it will show us it, and it's got infinite possibilities, right here, right now. That's where life is. That's where the possibilities are. So when we rest here in this present moment, we get to see more than when we're worrying about the future or pulled into the past. We can actually see those possibilities when we're present. And this is the place where healing takes place, being present. And it's kind of magical because you don't have to know anything. Being present, life presents to us answers, solutions. I mean, that's my experience. And so that healing is only now. The antidote to overwhelm is now, being in this present moment.
Yeah, very well said. That is exactly correct. Well, if if someone wants to contact you, what's the best way if they want to contact you to actually to work with you?
Well, there's various ways that people can work with me. The main one is in my office where you have to be here in person, but you can go to my website and find out about that. And as you mentioned before, for my free gift, it's drcherylkasdorf.com. So that's drcherylkasdorf.com. And there's a contact me page, and so that's a good way to get a hold of me.
Very good. Well, first of all, I want to say, we're just about ready to wrap up here. Thank you so much for letting us know about this, because it's just the essence of really what we all need to learn, and because we're all got things to heal, and we all need pain, and we all need, that's really what we need to know. That's really the essence of healing. And so, what else would you like to kind of sum it up? What you'd like to tell people? What would you say? Let's say, what would you tell people that are dealing with a lot of pain right now, and maybe they don't have access to a naturopathic doctor? Maybe they live in some rural place, and so what would you recommend to them?
Yeah, I've got a little mnemonic with the word pain itself, PAIN. So that can help you remember to, P stands for pause. Just stop. Stop going to the future. Stop being dragged into the past. Just step back from your life and observe. Just take that pause, and a lot of times that will give us some relief, because when you're not totally wrapped up in everything, and you can have a different perspective by watching something, sometimes it just goes away.
Right.
By observing it. And then the A in pain stands for all levels. Remember, whatever your issue is, your discomfort, your pain, it's occurring on all levels. So don't discount that there's an emotional component or a spiritual component to that physical pain. I in pain stands for indicator. Pain is not your enemy. You can befriend it when you realize that it's an indicator asking you to change, asking you to look at what's going on in your life. Maybe you need to make a different decision. Maybe you need to let go of something. But the way you find out that is the N in pain stands for now. Come back to being simply here now. And it's my experience that all possibilities, all solutions are here now. When you rest here and allow yourself to be open and curious and not have any limitations to how it can look. So the resolution of pain, now, that will get you into a present moment where you may feel relief from pain, you may feel it diminish, it may be gone. But if it's still there, that just means that this moment will show you your next steps. It'll show you what to do. Maybe you do need a hands-on bodywork treatment. Maybe you do need to talk out some emotional issues. Maybe you do need to make a decision. But that's going to be presented right here now in the present as well.
Very well said. That's so good. I like that so much. So I think that's the best advice anybody could receive. And of course, so really remember that the pain, but also the best thing for you to do then is again to go to drcherylkasdorf.com, free-from-pain, and get her chapter there, her report, and I think that'll be really helpful for you. And again, you can also contact Dr. Cheryl on her website as well. So I think that was so helpful. I hope all our listeners really got the essence of that and really got something that can really make a difference in their life. That's what we're all about. So any last one thing you'd like to say?
Well, when we free ourselves from pain, when we're right now, it frees up a lot of energy to live life. So go for it. Live life.
Live your life. And one more thing I just wanted to say, when you were going through the pain thing, it reminded me of the thing of what you resist persists. So if you're just always unhappy with the pain and resisting it, it's going to persist. And that's why, like you say, you got to be in the now and pause and let it go. instead of just keeping resisting that pain and being unhappy about the pain, right?
Yeah, and there's many ways we resist it. Sometimes by continually reaching for something to numb ourselves from it. We're trying to get rid of it without getting to the cause. Sometimes we want to just distract ourselves from the pain, and that doesn't work in the long run. That's why my first step is pause. You want to stop numbing yourself, stop binging, stop reaching for that pill, and allow yourself to be present to what's here for you. Is it indicating that it's a gift, that you can befriend it, that it will give you something?
That's such a great message. So thank you so much for that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here. And so I think that's going to end our episode for today. So, and I always want to remind you that we still have the special on my online wellness club, the Be Bold, Never Be Old.com. For just $1, you can join for the first month and you'll get 4 personal training videos from me. So that's at BeBoldNeverBeOld.com. So thanks very much for being here. Until next time, be bold and never be old.